Okay, good morning all. We'll start the class. Yesterday we have discussed the major OOPS pillar concept of inheritance. Today we are going to discuss the remaining OOPS concept, that will be the encapsulation and the abstraction. What is encapsulation and what is abstraction, how it helps in a real world entity. Majorly this OOPS concept is nothing but how to do the programming or how to secure your project is the OOPS concept. Mainly it will understand to you, right? When coming to the encapsulation, suppose when going to the topic, normally imagine the thing. Suppose you are dealing with the ATM system, you are not directly updating your balance. How can you update your balance? Go to the deposit and enter the amount. By that you can update it. By entering the cash and all, you can update it. This will internally happens, and also it will not directly access from the bank. Okay, it is not directly access. Why? Because if it is directly access outside the bank now, then what will be the issue? Data security will be lost. Because of that, you have to maintain the data security when you are doing the programming, right? It is the major task. The encapsulation is the concept to binding the data and binding the methods from outside the class. That means encapsulation means wrapping or wrapping data or wrapping variables and methods within the class. Wrapping means, suppose example like a chocolate wrapper. Chocolate wrapper, what it do? Inside you have a chocolate. The chocolate can be wrapped by a cover. Like this, imagine that chocolate will be as a data and encapsulation concept will be a wrapper. That means encapsulate and bind the entire thing into a one single unit. Take the example of the medicine capsule also. In the medicine capsule, you have a powder inside the capsule. Capsule is the outside portion, right? Like that. Wrapping variables and methods within the class. And restrict to access outside. Restrict to access variables and methods of a class outside the class. Okay, we'll see that. Go to this normal batch. You have SRC in the SRC com.now. Go to the new. Wait a minute. New class. In the class I can go with the encapsulation demo. Encapsulation demo is my class, and I can go with the this one. Suppose take this class as an example. Normally, if you have the variable of int I equals to 10, right? int I equals to 10, I have a variable. Suppose I want to access that I variable in the main method, how can I do that? Simply first I have to create object for my class, right? Control C. Suppose E1 is my object, new, right? It is my object. Simply I can access like E1 dot I, E1 dot I, Control S. If I run this, right? It is a normally it is a class variable, but I can access the outside. Suppose it is within the class. Normally it is within the class. Suppose the method is also in the class, na? So it is within the class. Do one thing. I can create another class here. Class Encap is my another class. In this class, what I do is int a equals to 10. Okay, int a equals to 10, or in place that int a equals to 15. Simply what I do here is I can create object. I can create object for Encap. It will be the E2 equals to new Encap of. I'm creating the object and system dot out of E2 dot A. Okay, now if you observe here, A is a Encap class variable, but I am creating object here. I am trying to access this variable outside the class. Normally you can know it. It will come. E dot A, it will be the 15. Okay. 10 and 15, right? Right? Suppose imagine the thing here like I have a balance method here. I have a balance variable here. I'll try to access it here. Or I have account number here. I have some security related issue of the variable here. I can access outside the class now. Then it will be the integrity issue for the security. Then due to achieve this, we are go with the encapsulation. For the encapsulation, the major rule is you have to declare the variables or the method with a private keyword. You already know the access modifiers, right? Public, private, protected, and default. If you are not mention anything, it will defaultly take it as default. Default, it will depends on the ranges of the package, right? Okay. How to get the encapsulation? Normally, why encapsulation means major thing is data security. Why encapsulation means majorly data security. And coming to that, how can we do encapsulation? In that, two major things. One, assign variables and methods which you have to protect, and methods as private. Okay, you have to declare the variables with a private. Next thing, and use getters and setters. Use getters and setters to retrieve those values. retrieve those values, and these getters and setters must be public. These are the two rules to achieve that encapsulation concept. Okay. First thing, private, you have to declare that variables. If private means you cannot access that outside the thing, right? Outside the class. So if you want that, you can directly, without directly access, you can go with the getters and setters. What is this getters and setters? We'll see that. Right. It is the thing. Okay. Take an example of here the class is the bank. Okay, no? Bank. This is the class of the bank. Here I can declare one variable private. First thing, declare the variables with a private, and it would be int or double. I can take float value now. Double balance. Okay, private double balance. It is one variable I have. I am not assigning anything at all, right? Getter means you have to access the balance values. Setter means you have to set the balance value. That is the thing. The getters and setters are nothing but a method you are writing to do the task of getting the balance value and setting the balance value. That we are called as getters and setters. Right. Now here what can I do is simply I have a method of private double balance is my variable. In this I have to, how can I write getter and setter methods to this balance? Firstly, I have to declare the method with a public, right? How can you write a method? Suppose void, I am writing setter. Suppose I am writing the setter method, void set balance. Int, sorry, double, right? Double bal. Simply it is a method, simply it is one method, but here you have to mention it as a public. Public void, this is a return type, and set balance is my method name. Normally if you observe any code of the encapsulation, they are placing like, suppose it is a balance now. Suppose it is a balance, they can place set like this, but it is your wish. You have to mention any name here. Normally we are talking with the setters and getters, right? So I can use the set. You can use any name, not any default like set you have to use like that. How can I access this? This dot balance equals to my bal value. That means I am assigning this balance value with a bal, right? It is the thing. And suppose I want to access this balance value, then getter public. Right. Getters means you are, by using that method, you are returning this balance value. I am returning this balance value means what would be my return type? Double, right? Why? Because my balance is in a double type. Get balance. I am not maintaining any names here, if you observe that. For the returning now, no need to pass anything. Return balance or this dot balance, anything. Right. By outside the method, you are not directly access this balance method. By using the set balance and the get balance methods only, you can access this balance method or balance variable, right? It is the thing. Suppose suppose I am creating object for my bank here, right? Bank B1 equals to new bank of, okay. B1 dot balance. Suppose if I want to try to access B1 dot balance, wait a minute, sys out of B1 dot balance, try to access it, right now, then it will throw an error. What is the error? Is change the visibility of balance to package. Now my visibility of balance is private, that means it will be till to this class only. Because of that I can't directly access outside the class, right? Because of that we are using this setter and getter methods, okay. Normally we are calling as setter and getter. You can mention any names here. Setter method helps to set that private variables. Getter method helps to retrieve these private variables values, not exact variable values, okay. B1 dot get balance. I am not set any balance, right? Set balance of I can pass with a 2000.0, right? Why I am getting an error? Because my B1 is a void return type, so I am not getting anything from this method, so I have to call like this. Next, sys out of, I want to print what is the balance, get balance, okay. $2000, right? By using the balance I can set suppose plus 100, 2100. This is the get balance. I am getting this balance value and placing this. Suppose I have the another method here, public void deposit, okay. Void deposit of normally deposit method. In the deposit method, what you do, you can pass some amount, right, to deposit, amount to deposit, enter amount to deposit, right? Like this. Here what you have to do, you have to use the setter method to get this, or else you can do one thing, this dot balance equals to get balance plus AMT, okay. Get balance is, this is my method. I can call this, I can use here this also, not at all any issue. Why? Because this refers to the current class instance, that is the thing. This dot get balance, by this I can get the balance and I can set the values, or else I can use like this also. I have to set the balance, right? So what I have to do, I can use the set balance method here. Set balance of this dot amount plus, or else I can use like this dot set balance. Both are fine, both will work fine. I have to use amount method, right? Do one thing, sys out of enter amount to deposit. I can use here a scanner class, enter amount to deposit. Here I can use the scanner class of scanner sc equals to new scanner, new system dot in, new scanner system dot in. it will throw an error. Why? Because I have to import that java.util.star or java.util.scanner. Eclipse is slow. Wait a minute. Okay. Import java.util.star. Suppose if I place the star, then I can get the entire classes in that util package. I want only the scanner, then I can go with the scanner. Then my issue will be resolved. Next, what I have to do, I have to read the amount, right? Integer type of amount. So I can store it in a one amount int amt equals to sc dot next int sc dot next int, right? By that I can access, and I have to call that what the method deposit, right? For that b1 dot deposit of amt I can pass, and after that what I have to do, I can print balance after deposit. Balance after deposit. Balance after deposit plus equals to b1 dot get balance, right? And also here I can write balance before deposit. Right, save it, and I can go with that. Balance before deposit, it will be the 2000, and I have to enter the value now. It will be 1000. Balance after deposit will be the 3000. I am not directly at that. By using the setters and getters, I have to manipulate. This is the best way to do with a private variables. And you have a doubt that in the class I have to use only the private variables. I can't use that public variables and all. No? Not that. You can use public variables also. Suppose name is my public variable. Okay. The same rules. But if you want to use the private variables, then you can use the getters and setters for access those variable values. That is the thing you have to understand in the encapsulation class, binding the data within the class. Right? I hope it is clear. Right. This is the entire thing in the encapsulation. Encapsulation, you have to observe the main thing. The variables you have to declare with the private. Right? When you are declaring a variable with a private, you can go with the getters and setters. This getter and setter is nothing but one method. One method. The method which performs the setting the value of the private variable, it will be the setter method. The method which helps to get that private variable value, it will be the getter method. That is the difference only. Right? I hope it is clear. Like this, you can go with the deposit, withdraw, and all the methods. You can add another withdraw method. In the withdraw method, what you can do, you can decrease the balance amount. How much you have to withdraw, like that you have to do it. Right? It was the thing. It is entire thing related to the encapsulation and all. Next we will move with the abstraction. Right? Both will be the same, and same means not exactly same concept. Encapsulation means binding the data, right? That means or data hiding. Binding the data or data hiding. Abstraction means implementation hiding. Suppose imagine the thing, you are simply, suppose you know how to drive a car, you can simply press the accelerator or you can press the brake. When you press the accelerator, it will be speed up. When you press the brake, it will be speed down. you know the you don't know how to it implements the brake system or brake fluid or what it will be the inside thing, you don't know, but you know the exact output, you know the output. That means an abstraction concept involved to hiding the internal implementation shows the essential information. Suppose go to the ATM, you can simply place the ATM card, but you don't know how to read that ATM card chip and how can it retrieve your account details. That is the internal logic. What the details it will show this deposit icon, withdraw icon, balance check icon, like that it will show. Hiding the internal implementation. By that you can maintain the security of your code. Security of the code here. In before data, your security of your code implementation. If implementation knows by all, no, then it will be goes to the data leakages and hacking, right? Because of that, the abstraction concept is showing the essential details, hiding the internal implementation, right? Abstraction. Abstraction. Abstraction, it is the concept of hiding the data or hiding the implementation, and shows only essential information. It is a normal thing, like an example of a remote. Directly you can press the buttons, it will perform some action in a TV. It will be the some logic to IR signals transfer to the your TV, and the matches the signal. Based on the signal it will perform some action. It was the different thing, but you don't know the how it will achieve. Suppose you have a knowledge, you can know, but good the poor people and all, they don't know, they directly press it and all come, right? Like that. Right, it was the thing. That is okay. It is the abstraction. Abstraction means entire class you can have to be abstract. Suppose simply we can see here, I can go with the new class abstraction demo. And one public stack. If you remember, when the time of I am teaching that classes, I can mention that one abstract class is one type. Abstract class is one type, right? Like that, here also you have to define the abstract class. Abstract class, and the class name will be the, suppose, abstract. It is different, that abstract is different, the camel case, right? What that abstract class contains? Abstract class contains abstract methods, concrete methods. Okay, abstract class contains two things. What abstract class contains? One will be the abstract methods, another will be the concrete methods. By using this abstraction, the main thing is we can't achieve by using abstract classes we can't achieve 100% abstraction. Okay, why? Because this abstract class contains concrete methods. Because of abstract class contain the concrete methods, we can't achieve the 100% of abstraction. For that we have the concept of interfaces. Okay, right. Suppose I have the abstract class. One method is abstract void pay is one method. Suppose, okay, na? Pay is one method. Okay, abstract method is nothing but define the method in one class and write the implementation of that method in other class. What is the abstract class means? It contains the abstract methods and the concrete methods. Okay, but for the abstract class you can't create object. It will not possible to create object for the abstract classes. Then how can I access those abstract class methods and the abstract class or abstract class concrete methods? Suppose I can write another concrete method here, void display. Okay, in that void display I can write simply sysout of what I can write. Okay, this is abstract class concrete method. This is abstract class concrete method, right? Now suppose if I want to access this these methods, I have to inherit this abstract class to the some class. Then only I can access this pay method or display method. Okay, right. Suppose I'll try to extends is the keyword to inherit, right? Abstract, then it will shows the add unimplemented methods. I can add unimplemented method means this abstract method is the unimplemented method. I can write that method here, void pay. Okay, system dot out dot println of paying in the main class or abstract demo class. Paying in the abstract demo class, right? Then how can I call this pay method and display method? Simply I can create object for abstract demo. Why? Because it is a child, right? Abstract is parent. Control C, Control V. It will be the A1 equals to new. This is my constructor, and I can call A1 dot pay. Right. Also I can call A1 dot display. Right. If I run this, paying in the abstract demo, this is abstract class concrete method. This is actual method, but I am overriding the implementation of this method here. Normally, if you getting the code from a ChatGPT or anything, it will shows like a override. I think it is capital O. Right? It is a annotation. Annotation is nothing but you have to understand. Suppose now you can easily understand the pay method you are writing here. If you mention override here, then you can have the 1000 lines of code. You can easily understand. I can override some method it is initially one method, I am override the implementation of the particular method here. Because of that, you are in conveying the message to your compiler as well as your known. Also you can write the annotation. If you are not writing the annotation also, it will work fine, it's not an issue. But for better programming, you have to write like this, at override. When you are perform the override, you can use the at override. These annotations are the main important. Why? Because when you are go with the AEM, the all thing will be in the R5 annotations and R15 annotations like that. It will go because of that. What is the annotation? Annotation is nothing but it has some particular task mainly before assigned by a Java compiler or a Java program that you can use here. What is the purpose of at override is if you are mentioned like a at override, then it will treat it as a overriding function. That is the thing. Clear? In before I am saying that abstract class is not good. Why? Because it has the concrete methods also because of that. So for that we have a concept of interfaces. This is the abstraction. We are hiding the implementation and all. This is the abstraction, right? This pay method you can use multiple times. Suppose I have a card payment method, then the same method you can go with the card payment, right? Suppose I have the another method of class card payment. My card payment is class. In this class I can use the, sorry, I have to use the extents abstract, right? Void pay of, right? Void pay of. Here I can write like sysout. I can write this payment by card. This payment by card. Suppose you go with the online payment now, then you can go with the online. Another class. But the pay method is inherited from abstract. Why? Because we have the method only, but we are overriding the implementation of the particular method. Right? Pay, yet override. Okay. I can go with the another thing, online payment. Online payment, pay, this payment by online, right? Now abstract class demo, right? This a1 dot pay is different. Suppose I can create object for card payment now. I'll simply control C, control V, C1 equals to new control V on this one, right? I can call like C1 dot pay. C1 dot pay is different, right? Paying in the abstract demo, this is payment by card. This abstract class concrete method, like this, right? That means the abstract method helps to go with the hiding the implementation. Other thing, hiding the implementation. Normally the implementation is coming from here, but we are overriding the implementation here, showing the essential details only. We don't know where it is come from, this display and all, but we can achieve it, right? That is the thing, right? And next one will be the interfacing concept. Interface already we discussed in the previous class, but now in the concept of the abstraction we will discuss, right? New, my class will be the interface demo. Interfaces is the major concept. Why? Because when you go with the collections, all the collections framework will be interfaces only. All the collection frameworks only, interfaces only. Right. Okay. right? The same what we are write in the interface or what we write in the abstract class, you can write here. Interface, my name will be the, what I can go with a same pay or bank. Sorry. Simply the interface is a blueprint of a class. Class is a blueprint of object. Interface is blueprint of class. Okay. Interface bank. I have the method of void pay. It is one abstract method, but I am not placing any abstract keyword in front of it, but it is a one abstract method. That's it. Why? Because I am not writing any implementation here because of that. Right. But the thing is, interface not allows the concrete methods. Okay. Interfaces allows the only abstract methods. It not allows the concrete methods. Suppose I have to do like a display of then it will throw some error. Why? Change display to default or static. Remove method body. Why? Because your interface accepts default methods like public void pay or static. Why? Because static means you are not creating object for that, na? Then easily you can access. Remove method body. If you remove method body, then it will be the abstract class, right? Because of that means interfaces not allows abstract, sorry, not allows concrete methods or normal methods. Methods or normal methods. Okay, it is the thing. Suppose void display everything. Suppose you want to perform that methods, you have to inherit. At the time of inherit, you want to use implements. When you are using the implements keyword is if you are inherit from a interfaces, then implements you have to use. By using the implements or interfaces only, you can achieve the multiple inheritance, right? Adding the unimplemented method, that is the error. I can add here, not at all an issue. Go with the void pay. Sys out of this is the payment. We are override, right? And go with the another method where it was a void display, right? Void display sys out of this is the display override. What is the error here? Change the method visible to public. Right. Bank one is also there. I think no. Right. If I want to access the pay method, you can go with the bank one equals to right. Because of that I am performing inheritance. So B1 equals to new B1 dot pay and B1 dot display. This is the payment we are override. This is okay. Display spelling is wrong. This is play. This is display override. This is display override, right? If you observe now, it is the thing. You have to understand the thing here is what is encapsulation, what is abstraction, how can we do it, right? If you do the task and all, then you can easily understand what is it and how can you do that and all. Suppose we can see another examples. Right. Suppose if you observe now the difference between abstraction and interface. Suppose we can observe difference between abstraction and interface. Firstly, interface helps to achieve what 100% of abstraction. Helps to achieve 100% abstraction. Difference between abstraction and interface. Okay, difference between abstraction and first versus interface. Right. First one, it contains what it contains. It contains abstract methods, and concrete methods. It contains abstract methods and concrete methods. Come with the interface. What it contains? Only abstract methods. Next, it not helps to achieve multiple inheritance. By using this, we can achieve multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Right. Next, we'll see the difference between encapsulation and abstraction. The major difference is data hiding, implementation hiding. This is the major difference. Right? This is the thing with the encapsulation and the abstractions. Right? This is the major concepts which we are involved. Till this we are completed that major concept of inheritance, encapsulation and abstraction.